Something doesn't add up to me about Zion Williamson. Zion has not played an NBA game since November 6th this season, and I feel bad for the Pelicans. They keep losing game after game. Look at where they are in the standings right now in the Western Conference. They're at the bottom. They're the worst. The Pelicans were actually even one of the most hyped teams coming into the season. After trading for DeJounte Murray, people had high expectations for New Orleans. But the star player Zion Williamson continues to not show up for the team when he's needed most. Zion Williamson rumors, injury return not close, and extended Pelicans absence. Zion only played 6 games this season so far, averaging 22.7 points, 8 rebounds, 5.3 assists, 1.2 blocks. These numbers were great for Zion, but he's only played 6 games. Are you kidding me? Shams had a lot to say about Zion. It is tough for Zion because he came into the season. He was the lightest he's weighted since his rookie year. He came in great shape, and to have him hurt already, that hamstring has been a chronic issue for him. He's had multiple hamstring strains over the last few years. He can't catch a break. Who remembers this video from the offseason of Zion walking into a camp? He looked amazing. He has never looked this skinny before. So the fact that right now the hamstring is continuing to bother him means that this could be an issue that could last him his entire career. So Soom, you mentioned that something about Zion doesn't make sense. What are you talking about? This is the headline. The Pelicans have no intention of waiving Zion Williamson. Whoa, wait a second. Why are we talking about Zion being waived? Did you guys know that Zion is actually under a unique contract with the Pelicans? This is it right here. Williamson has a unique contract that could allow New Orleans to waive Williamson for a fraction of the $126.5 million still on his contract. Although that depends on if Zion met weight clauses in the contract. The Pelicans aren't even thinking about that. Isn't this just interesting to us? A superstar of the team having a specific contract because of injury, because of weight. I don't think this is good for Zion's future. The good news is that Shams is saying that the Pelicans are not even thinking about this. But my question is, why not? Zion has not been healthy for the Pelicans ever since being drafted in 2019. He has sat out more than 50% of the games that he's supposed to be playing. And if I can just be honest, it's getting tiring to not seeing Zion play because he's so good. Zion is even getting love from Jrue Holiday, NBA champ, NBA vet. And with the respect that Zion is getting from someone like Jrue Holiday, I hope Zion Williamson starts taking his NBA career seriously and maybe even his health. Celtics star Jrue Holiday's blunt advice to Zion Williamson. Thank you SeatGeek for sponsoring Easy Buckets. Easy Buckets fans, you need to get your tickets to any event on the SeatGeek app or the SeatGeek website. The NBA Cup playoffs are just around the corner, and if you want to go watch an NBA Cup game, get your cheap tickets on SeatGeek today. SeatGeek also sells tickets to any kind of events, music concerts, any other sports games, any event that requires ticket purchasing. So of course get your tickets on SeatGeek today because they're cheap. And SeatGeek is partnering with us. They want to give us a discount code so you can go to a game, a concert, a music event, any kind of event. Use my code EasyBuckets on SeatGeek. You will get an extra $20 off USD your first purchase. Go on the app, link is in the bio. You guys have a great time getting cheap deals. Jrue Holiday says, for him, I'd have him play a little more defense. That's a knock on him. I think that would make him the talent that he is. It would elevate his game. Offensively, I think he's got it. I think he does what he's supposed to do. I think his play for other people is that he gets to the rim and gets to the free throw line. But I think for me, if he challenged himself defensively and his teammates saw that, I feel they would follow. And I agree with Jrue Holiday here, because if Zion Williamson can change his game up a little bit, maybe that might help with his injury history. Maybe focusing too much on offense, it's going to hurt Zion offensively. It's going to hurt his hamstring, but maybe focusing more on defense, you can shift your game a bit, be more of an all-around player, and then of course be more healthier on the court. I like this mindset that Jrue Holiday is bringing to the table. Zion Williamson's reputation must be rebuilt with the change of focus. Jrue Holiday continues, I think Zion is one of the most gifted players I've ever seen. Athletic ability, how he can get to the rim by people, and I feel like sometimes it's about fit. And maybe I don't know if they have to adjust the fit to him down there, or maybe slide out or have a different fit with somebody else. for him. I really respect what Drew Holiday is saying right now about Zion, because he's saying the Pelicans have to do a better job at surrounding Zion, or on the other end, Zion has to be healthier on the court. When he's playing, he needs to, of course, get down low more and let the offense focus on him. But of course, there's many conversations with the Pelicans now thinking about even considering waiving him or letting him go. There are many options here, especially with the Pelicans struggling this year. But Zion Williamson's future with the Pelicans, we get a huge update from Shams. I mentioned it earlier and I'll say it again. Shams confirms there are ways where if the Pelicans were to waive him, they could potentially do that for free. However, I don't believe that's something on the table right now. The Pelicans have no intention of waiving Zion Williamson. So what can the Pelicans do right now? What are their options? Option number one is simple. Wait for Zion Williamson. He's currently injured right now, and we don't have a timetable for his return. We're hearing he's going to get re-evaluated in 2 weeks, and we'll see from there. But from what it sounds like, this could be a long injury for Zion. Option number two is trade away Brandon Ingram and or CJ McCollum. This could be the future starting point for the Pelicans to get back in playoff contention. NBA trade rumors: Pelicans Brandon Ingram wants winning, competitive environment. Brandon Ingram is the Pelicans' best trading asset. He didn't re-sign with the Pelicans this past offseason on a contract extension, and he just signed with Clutch Sports. So of course, we expect a Brandon Ingram move very soon. A team that's being linked to Brandon Ingram right now is actually the Los Angeles Lakers, the team that drafted Brandon Ingram when he came into the NBA. LeBron and the Lakers are struggling right now, and they might need a blockbuster deal to get them out of their slump. And that's where Brandon Ingram could come in and be a great starting fit with the team. We're hearing rumors that Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs also are keeping an eye out for Brandon Ingram. They're not a winning culture team, but they're a rising winning culture team. And Brandon Ingram alongside Chris Paul and Wembanyama might be a great fit as the starting small forward to be a scoring punch to a team that needs some offense right now. But don't forget about CJ McCollum, because CJ McCollum is also a veteran in the NBA that teams are keeping an eye on. The Chicago Bulls are keeping an eye out for CJ McCollum as well, simply for a Zach LaVine and CJ McCollum swap. But a landing spot for CJ McCollum that is under the radar right now is CJ going to the Milwaukee Bucks, joining Damian Lillard, his former teammate on the Portland Trail Blazers. That is something to truly keep an eye on. The Bucks do have some trading pieces of Bobby Portis, Brook Lopez, even Pat Connaughton to potentially get a CJ McCollum deal done. Imagine a starting lineup of Dame, CJ, Chris Middleton, and Giannis. I would like to see something like that happen. But we just made a video talking about the Lakers and LeBron, and how LeBron needs to step it up for the team, or how maybe the Lakers really need to change a shift of focus. We just made a video diving into how the Lakers can rejuvenate their season. Check this video out. But other than that, take it easy, God bless. See y'all next time on Easy Buckets. Peace.